African folktales niche is a very profitable niche that has been buzzing and exploding several new channels on YouTube. So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can create realistic images and videos in this particular niche that will help you to earn thousands of dollars for yourself in your YouTube channel. So according to Social Blade, as you can see, this is one of African Tales channels. This channel makes over 3,000 US dollars monthly. And I know this is bigger than this because the average RPM for this niche is $5. So if you check, this channel has had over 7.5 million views. So if you multiply 7.5 million times $5, that's much more than this. And you know, Social Blade only gives you an estimated earning range. So you can see every day this channel gets an average of 100 to 200 subscribers daily. That's a good one. And this is over 79,000 subscriber count at the moment. Okay, so this is a very, very profitable niche that can help you to actualize your revenue goals. So you see, this is over $3,000 in revenue and over $37,000 in yearly earnings. Yeah, so I'm going to show you how you can create realistic videos such as this, you know, and you'll be able to utilize free tools to actualize this.
The family of Okorobe were in high.
So I will teach you how you can create this kind of videos and storylines using free tools and step-by-step processes, okay? So watch this video to the end because you are definitely going to learn the processes involved, and it's very easy. The very first step is for you to create your script. So you go over to YouTube, and right here on YouTube, you enter this African folktales in the search bar. So that should be your search query or search text. So you see a wide variety of different channels that have different trending topics right here. Okay, so you can see this one has over 29,000 views. This has over 387,000 views. Okay, so if you scroll down, you see more of these topics. So what you have to do is, in order to recreate, you know, videos that are already going viral, you go ahead to copy this, you know, copy this particular video link. Then go over to TurboScribe.ai. So with this particular tool, AI tool, you are going to extract the transcript of this particular video so that you create your own unique script for your own video, because you've seen that this particular video has been trending. This is over 387,000 views right here. Okay, so right here on this TurboScribe, you can see other transcriptions that I've done here. So what you have to do next is you go over to this button and click on transcribe files. So as a matter of fact, this TurboScribe gives you 3 free daily transcriptions. So you don't need to pay for anything, okay? So right here, you see the option to, if you've downloaded the YouTube video, you drag it here, but I don't need to download it. So I just want to paste the link that I copied. So you click on this icon here. So we are going to extract the transcript using only the link, okay? So right here, we have to paste this link here. So I pasted the YouTube link. So you can see this is the YouTube link. Then I'll click on import. So we have to wait for it for just a few seconds. So it has imported. Then the next thing is click on transcribe. So you can see it has started transcribing. This is the particular video we want to utilize the script to create our own unique version. So you can see it's processing right now. You see the status is showing transcribing now. So you see the percentage here of the rates or the stage of the transcription going on. So it's right now in 12%. So once it reaches 100% and is done and has this green tick, we can then move on to the next step. So you guys can see it has finished transcribing. So this is it right here, okay? You can now see the green tick here. So I'll click on this three dotted by the right and click on export transcript. Now here we have option to select a wide variety of formats. So we are going to select the doc format. That's the document format. So you click on that and right here you click on download. So you can see it's downloading the transcripted script here. So this is it right here. Okay, so it has finished downloading. So the next thing we've got to do is we click on it to open it. So I'll double click on that and it's opening up. So as you can see, this is Microsoft Word. Remember, our aim is to create our own original and unique script. So, but we're going to utilize ideas and narrative formats from these already viral videos and scripts, okay? So that's why we are doing the transcription. So you can see right here, this is the script. Okay, so the next thing we've got to do is we have to copy this script. So we copy it from here. You can see transcribed by TurboScribe AI. So I will have to copy this entire script. So you can see we've done that right here. Okay, so we go back to our ChatGPT. So right here, this is our ChatGPT. So the first thing you've got to do is click on New Chat. So on this ChatGPT, we are going to utilize this transcripted script to use it to instruct ChatGPT to give us our own unique version. Okay, so we have to give a first instruction as this. You can see this is the first instruction on ChatGPT. This says, I need you to read and understand the story format. And so if I give you a description of a story I need, you will generate a story using the same narrative format. Can you do that? So we are going to ask ChatGPT this as our first instruction, okay? So you can see its response. Its response says, absolutely, just give me the description of the story you have in mind, along with the narrative format you want me to use, and I will generate the story for you. Okay. Okay, so the next particular prompt we are going to give ChatGPT says, good, go through this story below and give me what narrative format. Now we are going to go back to that particular story that we copied, you know, from the transcribed file. This is it right here, okay? So this is the story. So if you've not copied it earlier, you copy it. If you have, you utilize it. So there we go right here. Okay, so we click on copy. Then we go back here and paste the story here. Remember, we are now giving the ChatGPT the exact story that we want it to analyze for us, so that we'll create a better version and unique version. So we'll click on go right here. So you can see it's now explaining the different narrative formats used in this story. So we've got to exercise a little patience in a few seconds. It's going to be done. Okay, so you can see right here, it says the narrative format used in this story is a blend of mythological fantasy and dramatic storytelling. It combines elements of traditional folktale with intense emotional drama. Okay, so you can see this is it right here. Yeah. Okay, so the next thing we have to do is we give ChatGPT the next prompt, which is, okay, good. We now ask ChatGPT, is the story interesting to keep an audience hooked to the end? to keep an audience hooked to the end. So let's wait for it to give us its understanding of this. So it has outlined the features that makes this story compelling, that can enable it to hook our audience to the end of the story. So it's listing them here. Okay, so you can see right from here. This is you see, this number one, intriguing premise, conflict and tension, character development, mystical elements, emotional depth, and all that. Okay. Now, the next thing we have to do is we have to specifically tell ChatGPT something like this. So I'm going to utilize this prompt. Remember, I'll be dropping these prompts in the description of this video, okay? All these prompts that I used for this. So we're going to give ChatGPT this prompt. We're going to say something like this. Using the same narrative format of the story I gave you above. Remember, this was the story. This was the story we gave to ChatGPT, because we know that this story is already gaining traction and is generating lots of views and going viral already. So we have to replicate already what is working. We don't need to reinvent the wheel, okay? So right here, we said using the same narrative format of the story I gave you above, write a similar interesting story. So you can say similar African story, similar interesting Nigerian story, similar interesting South African story, similar interesting Rwandan story, similar interesting even European or American or German story, depending on wherever you want, to focus on. You can use, using any country name or name peculiar to a particular locality. Maybe British name, Japanese name, Australian name, Canadian name, and all that, or even Nigerian name, UK, Ghana, South Africa, Mauritius, and go. Okay, so you say the story you should write should be similar to the story I gave you above, but it should not be exact. So similar means you are not going to give me that same story, but it's going to be similar story. Do not end the story so you can continue from where you stop. The reason for this is so that ChatGPT is not going to just summarize or conclude the story after writing few words. Remember, ChatGPT cannot write up to 1,000 words at the same time, like per time, at the same point in time. So you have to make it to understand that you would like to continue this story. So see what I mean? You say, okay, use simple English that a 9-year-old can understand. So let me show you guys. So you click on send, and it starts off this way. It has started creating a story for us. So you've got to wait a few seconds for it to complete generating this first phase of the story. Okay, so as it's generating the story, I'm going to show you how you can check the word count so that you know the number of words and the possible number of minutes or time that this video or story is going to be when you start creating the video. Because I'll still show you how to create the video using this particular story. Okay, so it has finished creating this first part. So you click on copy. Then let's go over to word count. Okay, so we'll go over to word count and paste that story. So when you paste that story, you can see this is over 754 words that are generated in this particular first phase. Okay, so for us to make it to generate more number of words, and remember this 754 can never give you up to 8 minutes. And remember, for you to have multiple outbreaks in one video, you should have up to like 8 minutes and above a number of video length. So what do? We go back to ChatGPT. Remember, we instructed it earlier not to stop or conclude the story, okay? So we go back and issue this instruction and say, continue this story, but do not end it. So we go and issue this. Continue the story, but do not end the story, so that you can continue from where you stopped after this. So we can say, it should continue from where it stopped, from this last sentence right here. So you can see it has continued to generate the story. As days turned into weeks, the villagers tended to secrecy. Okay, so the aim of this, like I said earlier, is to be able to write a longer script, possibly even have part 1 or part 2 or part 3 or multiple parts of the same story. That's if you want to, on your channel. And also if you want to produce longer videos. And the more the longer the videos you have, the better and the more interesting, your audience will find your videos and contents valuable. So you can see this is the second page that has been generated. So we click on copy and go back to word counts. Okay. So remember we had a 754 number of words earlier. So we want to check the total number now. So we're going on paste and paste the second one. So it's now up to 1,278. So that's the difference of around 500 and something words. Okay, so you can see this is it right here. I'm going to increase this so yeah, you guys can see this very well. Okay, here we go. So you see this over total of 1,278 words right now. Then we want to go back to ChatGPT and tell it to continue this story again. So this is it. So the same prompt we gave it is what we are telling to do again. So it should continue this story. Remember, we have not asked it to conclude. We'll still tell it to conclude in a special way and also give us some valuable lessons. So okay, so it's generating the story now. So this gives you the leverage to have a longer script. Okay. Okay, so we go ahead to click on copy. Now that we've copied that, we go back to word counter and add it to the already existing total number of words. So I'm going to go back to this place and I'm going to paste it there. So we now have total of 1,952. So this is definitely more than 10 minutes, even beyond 8 minutes benchmark we are looking at our target. So you can see we've just had only 3 instructions or prompts that ask ChatGPT to continue the story. So, and we've generated close to 2,000 words. So now we want to conclude the story. Then we'll use this particular prompt and say, continue the story, then end the story with 3 moral lessons and how it relates. This should be, it relates to some Bible verses. Okay. So it's doing exactly that right now. So okay, so you can see it doing justice to the exact prompts and instructions we've asked it to execute. Okay, so right here, you see the complete script is here being generated. Then it's done generating it. So we click on copy. We go back to word count and add this right here now. Remember, this is a detailed and structured process that will help you to generate your own unique script. So you can see we've added this concluding phase of this script. So you see it's now over 2,453 words. So you can see this here, it's right here. So this will give you more than 15 minutes video. That's after narration. Okay. So this is how you go ahead to create your own unique and original script using ChatGPT. And we have been able to see how you can create viral scripts and viral stories. Then in the next step, I'll show you how to do voiceover and create AI images that aligns with each of these scenes of this particular script that we've created here. Okay. So you can see ChatGPT is very, very powerful and effective and easy to create, to use for creating videos and storylines along any niche, not just folk tales. It can be along any niche that you want or you like, across board. So if you look, you're going to see a whole lot of options I have here, like the scripts I've created before and the ones I'm using. Okay, so you probably see part 1, part 2, and other parts. So remember, you can divide this even into parts. So instead of having up to like more than 2,400 words, you can divide it. Maybe the first 1,500 words should be part 1, next 1,000 words should be part 2, and so on. And remember, you can continue as long as you want to expand this script, right here on ChatGPT. So just that I don't want this video to be long at this point. That's why I say it should end the story and conclude it right here. If not, I would have continued to ask you to continue the story and not end it. You see where I asked you to continue the story but don't end it. Because by default, ChatGPT usually ends stories when you tell it, or when you don't tell it not to end it. So, but once you give it the right prompts, which I've just shown you guys, it will know exactly what you want it to do, and it's going to do that accordingly as you want. Okay, so guys, like I said earlier, in the next step, I'll show you how to create valuable AI prompts, and you'll be able to create a good. In the previous step, I showed you how you can create your own unique and original high quality script for your story using ChatGPT, which you can see. So these are a collection of all the prompts that I used for creating this original script. So I'm going to share it with you in the comment section of this video and also in the description. So meanwhile, in this step, I'll show you how you can generate your own voiceover for this particular script, and I'll also show you how you can create studio quality out of those your voiceover for this particular script. Okay, so what you have to do is you basically have to use your phone sound recorder to voice and read out this script by yourself, or you can hire someone to do that for you. So but for a start, you can do it by yourself, or you hire someone who has a good voice if you don't. But nevertheless, no matter how bad your voice is, I'm going to show you how you can remove background noise and filter out some unwanted part of your audio. Okay, so what you've got to do is use your phone sound recorder and record this script right here. Now, when you are done recording this script right here, the next thing you've got to do is you go over to your browser and type podcast.adobe.com/enhance. So you can see this is the URL. I also drop it in the comment section and the description of this video. Okay, so once you have done that, what you've got to do next is go over to the recorded audio, the audio you use your phone sound recorder to record. So you go over to that audio and drag and drop it right here. So you can see it's uploading the audio on this platform. So on this platform, it's going to enhance the quality of this your audio, remove background noise, and improve it so that it will be up to studio quality. So you can see enhancing speech. It's still processing right here. So we've got to wait for it for a few seconds. Okay, so this is still processing. So we've got to wait a little. So you guys can see the audio is ready. It has finished enhancing my audio and improving its quality. So what I have to do is I'll click on download. Remember, this download gives you option to download the best version of this particular audio for your script and your video. So you can see it's downloading the file right here. You see, this is it. Okay. So the audio has completed. So we are going to work with this audio alongside with our prompts. which I'm going to show you in the next step, how you can generate realistic AI images using prompts, and you'll be able to visualize this particular story and give it life and turn it to a video. So you see, this is the audio right here. Okay, so opening it up so I will listen to the audio and hear how it sounds. Okay, so you can hear the audio playing right here.
They're very close and did everything together. From playing in the fields to helping their mother with chores at home. Their father, Mr. Okafor, was a proud man.
Okay, so you guys have heard the sound right here. So this is the enhanced version and improved quality version of this particular audio and story. Okay, so like I said, in the next step, I'm going to show you how you can generate realistic AI prompts and use the prompts to create realistic photo images that depicts and shows each of the scenes, in this particular script and story right here. In order to create realistic AI images, I'm going to show you how you can do that using the Bing Image Create. Okay, so this is actually a free AI tool that will help you to create images that will fit into your storyline for your African folktales videos. So the first thing you've got to do is go over to bing.com/images, okay? Now, right here on this Bing interface, you have the option to enter your prompt for creating your image that you want, okay? So for us to do that, we have to go back to ChatGPT. Remember, we use ChatGPT to generate our story. So even if you wrote your story by yourself, without the use of AI or through any other means, it's also very important that you utilize ChatGPT to generate the appropriate prompts that will help you to, generate the corresponding images. So the first thing we have to do is, this is where our story is. This is the beginning of the story. You can see this in a quiet village named Ifeoluwa, okay? Yeah, so we have to, first of all, go over to this option and click on New Chat on ChatGPT. I'm going to show you guys why I'm using this new chat now. So what we have to do is, after opening that up, we have to come here on this box. So right here inside this box, we have to enter some customized prompts for generating the appropriate images. So what are those prompts? They are like background prompts. Let me show you guys this. This is it. Meanwhile, I'm going to leave this prompt in the description of this video. Okay, so you see, the prompt says, give me prompt for AI to generate images for each of these scenes. So I'm going to definitely post the scenes here, at the bottom. Yeah, so you see, the scenes should be cinematic clear enough, and the dresses should be African attire with vibrant village setting. Any woman in this scene must have braided hair. So I would like most women in this in each of these scenes for this storyline to have braided hairs and beautiful face. That is, there should be beautiful women. Okay, then any man also, on the other hand, must be wearing an African cap on his head, while putting on an African attire. Okay, yeah, so, and the setting should be multicolored and photorealistic. Then differentiate between each cinematic prompts. So I'm going to do this right away so that you see what it's going to look like. So we go back to ChatGPT and we copy the first paragraph of, in the story that we are working with. So this is the beginning of the story, you see. In a quiet village named Ifeoluwa, next to the among rolling hills. Okay, so we go ahead to copy this. Then we go back to the other ChatGPT window. So right here, we paste it under this. So you see, we pasted this right here. So this is the initial prompt here, while the other one is below, which is the first paragraph in the story. Okay, so what we have to do is we click on send message to start creating the AI prompt. So you can see it has generated prompt 1, prompt 2, prompt 3, So let's hold on while it does that. Okay, so it has given us 4 prompts for this one paragraph only. Okay, So you can see this is just one paragraph right here from the story. Okay, so we have to go over to this. So you have to come here, copy this first prompt, copy, then go to Bing and paste it here. So when you paste it, you click on, if you don't have an account already, you click on join and create. You know, you're required to create an account, okay? So once you do that, I already have an account. That's why it has logged me in. So you can see I have 15 points because every day Bing gives you 15 free points or credits units daily. But since I'm generating the first image here, you know, you can see it's now reduced to 14. Okay, so you guys can see it has popped out 4 unique images that are, you know, good representation of this particular prompt I entered there. So I'm going to click on the first one. Okay, so it's going to come up for us to see it in a broader view. So right here, you can see this is the first image. When you click on the second one, you see the second image. You know, when you click on the third one, you see the third image. When you click on the next one, you see the fourth image. So, and so on and so forth. So the more you click on this, you know, you see each of these or navigate through each of those images one after the other, okay? So you can choose the appropriate one that best suits you or you like, preferably. So if I want to utilize this now, for example, I'm going to click on download. Click on download. So it's going to download for me, you know, so that I can see the image right here. Okay. So you can see this is the image. We've just downloaded it right here. I'm still going to show you guys how to you know, make it to be YouTube aspect ratio or YouTube dimension. Because this is a square image. And you know, YouTube videos are mainly rectangular. That's 16:9 aspect ratio. So I'll still show you how to convert this to the appropriate YouTube aspect ratio. Okay. So if you want to download another one, possibly this, you can also right click on the body of this and click on save image as, you know. So we can save it with anything. So, but it doesn't matter. The file name doesn't matter because remember, we are making use of each of the scenes of the video. Okay, so and by the right hand side, you are going to see the particular prompt that generated each of these. So when you click on this X, it's more or less like returning back to the, you know, window. Okay, so you see all these are other images I have here. You see this image of a woman right here. This is another image. These are previous images I've generated before now. Okay, so if you click and as you navigate, you're going to see different varieties of images. You know, these are for other stories I've created, you know, for the African folktales niche. So you can utilize this to create literally images for any niche or any particular industry or topic that you want. So, but for this case study, we are talking about African folktales. Okay, so that is it on this. So let's go back to our prompts. Remember, we only utilize the first prompt here. Now, let's go to the second prompt and let's copy it and let's go and generate images for it. So we'll click on X. That's to clear this previous prompt here. Okay. Meanwhile, let's go back to our initial. Okay, this is the initial AI image that was generated earlier. Okay, so let's clear this and paste the second prompt right here. So we'll click on create again. So once you see creating, you have to exercise some patience. Within a minute or two, it's going to pop up an output of images it has generated for you. Okay, so you guys can see these are other images too. You see the coins or points from Bing is reducing. So once you generate each using each prompt, it reduces by 1 from 15, 14, 13, you know, and so on, counting down. So if you click on this first option, it's going to pop up in a wider view. Okay, so you see, when you click on this arrow, you see the next one. Click on the next arrow. Okay, so this is it. So if you want to save this, you can just click on save image. So, like I stated earlier, anyone you like, you must not use all of them. It all depends on you and it's your choice. So to select your preferred images. So I'm going to save this. Okay, or you can use download, to download it to your PC or your mobile phone. Okay, so let's go back to ChatGPT. Remember, we are using ChatGPT to generate these prompts in order to create the images we want. Okay, so next thing we have to do is we go back to the third prompt and we copy it and go back to Bing. So we clear this and paste the third prompt. So let's see it's going to give us. So once you see creating, you've got to hold on for it to generate the images. So like I said, it doesn't take time. Once you do that, you'll see it in action. So it's running right now. Once it's done, we are going to see the output right here as a preview, and it's going to also display here on this window. Okay, so if you look here, you're going to see what this looks like. Okay, so you can see this is the first image. Next. Okay, so we can select wide variety of any of these images. So save as. It's usually advisable for you to have one folder where you have all your assets, like your images and all your clips are going to be saved there. So I like this too. So you can see braided hair. So it adheres strictly to the instruction we gave you. To see braided hair, at least amongst these major actors. So you can have variety of many images that aligns with your objective or your storyline, actually. Okay, so once we have done that, you can see we've been able to generate these images. So you can see these are the images we've generated. Okay, so that's how we go about doing this and this. So this is the fourth prompt. Yeah, so if we want to do this again, what we are going to do is we can click on this edit button, then we go back to ChatGPT. So look at this carefully so you get it. Remember, this is the first paragraph we utilize to generate those four prompts. Now, we go back to this next paragraph in the story and copy it. Then we go back to ChatGPT interface again. Right here. So we remove this initial one, this initial paragraph or the first paragraph, and we paste the second one. Then we want to generate prompts for the second one too. Okay, so you can see the prompts it has generated for us. So you have to just go ahead and read it. So if it doesn't show you, or depict what you want that aligns with what's written there, you can always click on regenerate. So it's going to, regenerate the prompts for you again. Okay, so you can see right here, this is the first prompt. This is prompt 1, prompt 2, and prompt 3. So I think these ones are more clearer. So we are going to copy this. Don't copy description. You can see where it started. Description colon. So you start from this. So copy. Then go back to the Bing image creator. So this is the Bing image creator. You click on close. Then click on X. Paste the new AI prompt. Okay. So then when you do that, click on create. So once you do that, you hold on, you see creating, it's processing and creating those images that we are going to use for creating our video. So it has been able to generate 2 images for us following the prompt that we issued to it. So these are the prompts that was generated for, this image. So we click on the next image. Okay. Yeah, so it's either you click on download, like I said, or you right click. So this has been downloaded, or you right click on this and click on save image. Yeah. So, but we've downloaded that already. So this is it right here. So let's download the other one too, or save it too. Okay. Okay, this was the first one we saved. Then the next one, okay. Okay, we've saved this other one. So, okay. So this is how you go about creating powerful and realistic images using Bing Image Creator. So you can still go back to your ChatGPT scripts. Like I said, you follow this script, no matter how long it is or how lengthy it is. You follow it, scene by scene. Each paragraph constitutes a scene. So with each of those paragraphs or those scenes, ChatGPT will help you to generate appropriate prompts that will align with it. So remember, we have done for this first paragraph in this story. This is the beginning. We've done for this second paragraph. So this is the third paragraph now. So you follow the same process, copy it, and then go back to ChatGPT and edit this prompt here. Or you can even add, open up a new window for this. So when you open up a new window, it then means you have to copy this. These are initial prompt settings before you now have to insert any of the paragraphs you are working on at the bottom this way. Okay. So the first thing, when you open up a new ChatGPT chat box, you paste the initial setting right here. You see, I've pasted it here. So remember, we copied it from this place. We copied it from here. So we have to paste it here. Then the next thing is we have to go back to ChatGPT, the story. This is the third paragraph or the third scene. Okay. So right there, we have to now paste the third scene here to be able to use it to generate appropriate. As you can see that the image size for the images created using this Bing AI creator, they are usually in square format, but for YouTube videos, YouTube requires at least 16:9 aspect ratio video format. That's rectangular videos. So I'm going to show you how you can convert your Bing AI images from square shape to exact YouTube size or YouTube aspect ratio. Okay. So the first thing you've got to do is go over to a platform known as clipdrop.co. This is it right here, Clipdrop. So if you scroll down, you're going to see different features available on this platform. Okay. So right here, the one we're interested in is known as Uncrop. So we click on that, Uncrop. Now, on this Uncrop, this is where we are going to either upload or drag and drop the particular Bing image that we've created earlier or we generated earlier. So if we want this now, we have to make use of the image we have with us. Okay, so right here, this is it here. Okay, so I'm going to do something now. I'm going to drag and drop this. So I will drag and drop it into this box. Now, right here, you can see the custom option. So you either select custom or landscape. So it's going to extend this particular square image to fill these rectangular areas, whether left or right, both left and right. Okay, so we are going to leave it at custom size. Now, right here, image dimension for YouTube is 1920 by 1080. That's the appropriate image dimension for YouTube. Yeah. So we go ahead to click on next. Then we have not signed up on this platform. So you can sign up with your Google account. So you click on Google. So I have Google account. So I'm going to do that right here. or Facebook, any other account you wish to utilize. So you click on that to sign up. Okay. So continue. So it's trying to generate the images right here. So pay close attention to this because it's very important to understand the steps involved in actualizing this. So right here towards the bottom right, you see verify you are a human. So tick it. It's more or less like an authentication or a captcha option. Remember, we are still on this clipdrop.co platform. So you see that it generated the rectangular image sizes for this particular image we selected. Okay, so it has generated the first one, second one, third one. So let's look at them. Let's check them out. So this is the first one. Second one, you can see some variations, in the image, both towards the left and towards the right. Okay, you see this is another variation of the image. This is another. So you have to check out each of these and take the one that best suits your purpose. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead to download. This is the last one I'm downloading now. So because I think that one is more clearer. So I'll click on that. So I've downloaded it. So I'll have to open it. So you can see that it's now in this dimension. This rectangular or YouTube size dimension of, you see, this is 1920 by 1080, which is the exact aspect ratio for YouTube videos. Remember, we're going to use these images to create those storylines for the script. Okay. So if we want to download the next one, depending on how lengthy your script is, we'll click on that and download it. So let's do that. So this is the second one. Yeah. So if we want to download the third one, so we must first of all select it, then click on download. So double click on that. So if we expand this, you can see this is it right here. If you go back to the folder where we have all our images, so I will double click on this. So this is it. So let's do for another image here, right here. Let's do for an image that represents this particular scene, village scene. Okay, so we go back to the clip dropper site. So open it up again. Just reload it. That's what I mean by opening it up again. Reload the clip dropper site. Okay, so this is the reload button. Then the next thing we have to do is we go back to this and let's select one of these. I'll click on this. So you see, I've selected this. So you can either choose that the image will be by the left so that it's going to fill the right for you, or you choose that the image should be by the right so that it's going to, fill this open space left for you, or you leave it at the center so that it's going to fill both left and right. Okay. So let's leave it at the center. You can see it's still in custom. So you can enter the exact aspect ratio required by YouTube, which is this, or you leave it at that custom because it's definitely bigger than what you want. So this is it right here. So 1920 by 1080. Then next. Okay, so you can now see the reCAPTCHA Cloudflare authentication again. So you verify you are human by ticking this box again. So once you do that, just wait a minute or two. It's definitely going to carry out this action properly for you by generating these appropriate images. So you can see this is the first one. So this is very beautiful anyway. Okay, so the 4 images are out now. So this is the first one, second one, third one, fourth one. Okay, let's download this and see how it looks on a larger scale. Okay, so I've clicked on download. Okay, let's see. So you can see from, let's go back to the Bing size it was before and see. From this size, I want to open up the Bing page where it was before. So this is it. So if you look here, this is the exact Bing image that we've been able to convert to, from square image, this square image, we've been able to convert it to a rectangular image size. That's for YouTube aspect dimension and ratio. Okay, so thank you so much. Go ahead to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to drop your comments and your questions in the description of this video, in the comments rather, of this video. We'll look forward to hearing from you. So if you have any question, you can also reach out to me via the link in the description of this video. So I'm committed to helping you achieve success in your YouTube journey. And welcome back, everyone. In this particular video, I'm going to show you how you can create realistic AI images, such as the ones you can see here for your African Folktales channel. So watch this video to the end because you are going to learn how you can utilize this free AI tool and AI platform to actualize this using your script and utilizing it to create these beautiful and wonderful images, such as the ones you can see right here. Okay, so we are going to make use of ChatGPT and Leonardo AI. Now, Leonardo AI is an AI image creation platform. So you can go ahead to sign up on Leonardo. So once you type Leonardo AI on your browser, it is going to open up the interface. So you click on create account. Okay, so once you click on that, you'll be able to sign up and get an account on this platform. So you see option for you to use Apple ID, Google account, Microsoft, or you just enter your email address directly here and password. Okay, so what I already have an account with Leonardo AI. So the next step we are going to take right now is to generate the appropriate and right prompts that can give us the images that we want. Yeah, so meanwhile, we have a script already that's in ChatGPT. So you go to ChatGPT, or if you have your script elsewhere, maybe in Google Doc, you just need to open up ChatGPT again. Okay. So once you open up ChatGPT, what you do next is you have to use ChatGPT to generate the AI prompt. So I'm going to show you that right away. So right here on this message box on ChatGPT, I'm going to utilize this background prompt. I'm going to also share this prompt with you in the description of this video and also in the comment section. So you see, give me prompt for AI to generate images for each of these scenes. Yeah, so if you also need the prompt, you also comment, I need the prompt in the comment section. I'll share that with you right away. So you see, this says, give me prompt for AI to generate images for each of these scenes, and they should be dressed in African attire. And any woman on this scene should have a braided hair and a beautiful face. So it basically has to be with that any woman that is on any of the scenes, should be beautiful. Then any man too must have, cap on his head. That's wearing an African cap, okay? Then the setting should be multicolored and photorealistic. Then differentiate each cinematic prompt. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys what I mean by this. So this is where we paste our. So I'll remove this. Then I'll go back to ChatGPT. And the first thing I will do is I will copy the first scene. This is where the storyline starts from. So like I said, if you have your script saved in your Google Docs, you go to Google Docs, copy your first scene or first paragraph of your script from there. Okay, so once you copy it, you go back to ChatGPT and you paste it beneath this AI prompt background setting. So remember, this is constant, this is static, and while the only thing you have to be changing should be your paragraph for each scene in your story, So you can see this is what I've just done here. So I'll click on send to generate the AI prompt for this now. Okay, so ChatGPT is at work already. So what we have to do is we can ask it to regenerate this again because we don't like the setting that it has given us. Okay, so I just clicked on that regenerate icon again and it's trying to regenerate it again. Okay, so this is the regenerate icon. So if you don't like any part of this, you can still ask it to regenerate. Okay, so let's go up and you see this is the first prompt. The first prompt is this. So we have to highlight it, copy it, then you go to Leonardo AI. Now, when you come to Leonardo AI, it gives you 150 free credits every day. So you have enough credits to generate, as many images as you want daily. Now, you have to select the number of images at once you want to generate using one prompt. So before you utilize these prompts, you need to first of all select the number of images you want. So if you want 1, 2, 3, 4, or more, you can select them. That's if you want anyway. Okay. So now you leave all these other options, by their default. Then when it comes to controls, this is an interesting part. I'll scroll down this. Why you have to select 16:9 is that 16:9 is the default aspect ratio for YouTube videos. So if you select all these other ones, for example, 9:16 is for TikTok or Instagram Reels or Facebook Reels too. So, but the appropriate dimension we should select here is 16:9. So this is what you should select. Then right here, there are a variety of more different models here. So you have Lighting Excel, you have Anime Excel, you have Difiction, Kino Excel, Vision, and all that. Okay, so the most effective ones that gives the best output in terms of image are the Difiction Excel and the Kino Excel. So you can utilize any of them. So once you select that, you can leave all these other ones on their defaults. Okay. Then you go ahead to paste that particular prompt you copied from ChatGPT. Remember, we copied this prompt from here. We copied it from here. Okay, so we have to go to Leonardo and paste it there. So this is it. So you click on generate. So while it's generating, you have to exercise some patience. So you can see it's trying to come up with some images. Okay, so it has generated an image here. Okay. So I'm going to click on it so that we'll see it on a wider view. So this is the image it has generated for us. So you click on download. You can download the image so that you save it in your PC or your mobile device. So I'll click on the image that has been downloaded and let's view it. Okay, so you see this is the image that Leonardo AI generated for us. Yeah. So I'm going to minimize this. Okay, so observe something. Whenever you toggle or change any of these fine-tuned model options, for example, you can see it's now in Leonardo Division Excel. So if we switch it to Leonardo Kino Excel, it's definitely going to toggle this particular advanced controls option. That's for image dimensions. So make sure that whenever you change any of these model options, you have, also change, or you should also go and change this particular aspects. That's the aspect ratio for your YouTube video size. Okay, so you see this is 16:9. Okay, so this is the prompt. That's the first prompt anyway. So let's go back and you can select for the second prompt. So we select the second prompt and copy it. Then we go back to Leonardo AI. So we remove that first prompt, initial prompt, and paste the second one. Then you click on generate. So you can see it's generating the new image for us right here. Okay, so you can see the image it has generated. Okay, so you can click on it to see it on a wider view or broader view. Then click on download. So it's going to download the image to the PC, to the computer. Okay, so let me open it up. Okay, so you can see I've opened up the image right here. So this is how you go about downloading and generating these images. So if we want to process for other aspects of this script, for example, remember this is the first paragraph of this script. So we have to go to the second paragraph or the second scene. So we copy it and go back to ChatGPT and we click on edit. This is the edit icon. So remember this particular upper prompt syntax, they are static, we don't usually change them, but I'll still show you, situation that may warrant that you may want to change them. Okay, so but let's do this now. So we'll remove this first one and paste the second one. That's the second paragraph here. So we'll click on submit and let's wait for it to do that. Okay, so it's on it already. Okay, so you can see this is the first prompt. As you can see, this is the first prompt. So I'll go ahead to copy this first prompt. So I'll highlight it, copy. Then you have to go back to this is the Leonardo interface where we generate AI images for this African folktale story. So you remove this and paste. That's paste the new image there. Okay, so whenever you paste a new prompt rather for the images, it's going to show you the number of units or tokens that will be deducted. So remember, it was 150 before. The total free tokens that is given daily by Leonardo is 150. So, but now it's 145. So the more we generate, the more it decreases. So I'll click on generate. So it's trying to generate the image that corresponds to this particular prompt that we have generated or created for it now. So let's wait a second for that to do that. Okay. So if you look here, you're going to see the generated image. So this is it. So click on download. Okay. So I'll double click on it so that we'll see it on a wider view. So this is the image right here. So you can see this Leonardo AI is a very powerful AI tool that can help you to create realistic AI images that will suit your storyline for your African folktales channel or similar channels that you would like to use AI for generating its content. So if you observe here, this particular prompt consumed only 2 tokens. So you can see it was 145 before. Right now it's 143 tokens remaining here. Okay, so I'll go back to ChatGPT and let me show you guys how to work this initial setting. For example, you see, this talks about African attire. So if you want to create maybe a Nigerian story or an African story, or maybe a story of maybe South African based story or Rwandan story or German story or American story, you can just come here and type maybe, let's say, Nigerian. The rest is Nigerian vibrant. That's Nigerian village setting. Okay. So if you just want to personalize your script for that, if you want it to be made, let's say, Nigerian Igbo village setting, maybe, or Hausa village setting, or Yoruba village setting, or Ishekiri, So whatever that is your choosing, background you'd like to use for the storyline. So for example, if it is talking about Yoruba culture or a practice in Yoruba land, it's good you use Yoruba, in your village setting configuration here. If it is talking about Hausa, same thing. It's good you use Hausa. You specify. If it is talking about Igbo, that's your storyline talking about any of these tribes. You can use them here. Now, if it is a generic story, you can utilize just African, syntax here to form your background and the attire, because these are what we constitute the dress code for the characters that will be, depicted in your story. Okay, so you need to get that right. So I hope you found this video valuable. Go ahead to like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and don't also forget to drop your thoughts. If you have questions, you can also drop it in the comment section below. We look forward to hearing from you soon. So thank you so much. Meanwhile, apart from Leonardo AI, I have another video on this channel. You can check the playlist in the description where I showed you how to use a Bing image creator for doing the same thing that Leonardo does too, which is creating realistic AI images for your YouTube channel, both African folktales and such likes. So you can check out that video. It's also impactful, and it's going to give you a wide variety of options. Now, when it comes to comparing Bing and Leonardo doesn't require you to convert. You can see it's already in the 16:9 YouTube aspect ratio. So it doesn't require you to convert from square to YouTube aspect ratio. But on the other hand, Bing does. Bing requires that you convert. You've got to convert your image dimensions from, you can see this Bing. So you have to convert for your image dimensions from this square image format to rectangular or YouTube dimension. So you can see this is it. So provided you selected the appropriate aspect ratio here before generating on Leonardo AI, you don't need to bother yourself by cropping or uncropping that particular image again, just like we did using Bing. So you can utilize both Leonardo AI and the Bing at any point in time to actualize your goal and your objective of creating high quality AI images that will form the basis for your storyline for your African Folktales channel. Okay, so thank you guys once more for watching. See you guys in our next video. Bye.
In this video, I will show you how you can generate subtitles and captions for your YouTube videos and your stories. So you can see this is the timeline of your stories on CapCut. So you can actually generate automatic captions for this story and video for yourself using CapCut. It's very, very easy, okay? So when you come to this text tab, you click on text. Then right here, you see several options. You see add text. You equally see AI generated option effects, text templates. So we're interested in auto captions, which is the next option here, okay? So you see this is the auto caption menu right here. Now, the next thing you see here is an option for you to select the language you want to transcribe for. You can see English is selected as the default language. So you have a variety of other languages here like French, German, Indonesian, Italian, Korean, Filipino, Polish, and several other languages. So we're interested in using English language, okay? So we'll select that. Now, we don't have previous captions on this particular video, as you can see. There's no previous captions of this video. And even there is, we would have clicked on the clear current caption so that we can generate fresh captions. So, but this is the first caption we are generating for this particular story and this particular video. Okay. So what we have to do is we go ahead to click on generate. So you can see the pop-up window has come up. And right on this, you see it's now 45%. So it's definitely going to attain to 100% before we can see the list of all the generated captions that it has come up with. So we've got to exercise a patience for at least a minute or two. Also note that this makes use of data, so you need a strong internet connection for you to actualize this, because this particular activity makes contact with CapCut servers remotely to be able to transcribe your videos and then give you the required subtitles and captions you need. So you can see it's now 68, 69, 70%, 72. Okay. Okay, so it has finished. So you can see it has generated a new row that contains our caption. So right here, for example, this is it. If you click here, you see, if you look at the bottom, you see the caption it has created for us. So what we want to format this caption and make it more broader and bigger and more appealing. So what do? We click on any of these. So any of these here can be used for this. So we click on this. Then when you click on that, that's one of the captions generated for it here. You go over to templates. Okay. Now, when you click on templates, it's definitely going to load a wide variety of CapCut templates. So any of them you click here, you are going to see the preview. So there are different options right here. Different captions available here. Okay. So let's see here. So I'm going to show you the one that I use more often than not. So I usually use this. So I usually use this particular one. So let me show you how it is. So once you click on that, you can see it has formatted the caption to look something like this. Okay. So I'll click on that again. If you bring up the option, then we'll go back to basic. Then under this basic, can you see it has taken this default font for that particular template we chose. Then this is the size. So if you want to increase the size, you see, you just adjust it. This is the text size. So it's either you increase or decrease it, depending on your own choice. So, but I usually prefer leaving the font size of these captions between 5 and 6 points. So anything between 5 and 6 is okay by me. Okay, so now I scroll down, and if you want to italize it, I usually like italicing on. See, so you click on italize. If you want it to be bolder, okay. Then if it was in small letter, if you want it to be capital letter, select this. But already you can see that that particular template we chose, we selected, already has a default option as capital letters. That's why everything falls on that capital letter. Okay. Now, if you want to have some space, you can always use this to add some space. So can you see there is widening gap here? So you can leave it at this default state or value. Now, character, can you see if you are adjusting this, maybe increasing, can you see it's adjusting the characters or the space in between each of those characters? So we leave it at that. Now, let's play this so you see how it's going to look like. I'm going to widen this screen by dragging this down a little. Okay, so let's go.
In a small village named Amokwe, there lived a beautiful young woman whose name is Nneka. She was known far and wide for her kindness, intelligence, and stunning beauty.
So if you look here, you are definitely going to see
Nneka was the apple of her father's.
So you will see these captions right here. So you see the words that have been pronounced are being highlighted. That's because of the template that we selected here. So if you select another template here, let me do that. So okay, once you click on this, it's definitely going to download that. So can you see it has taken effects right here on this? So let's play this again so you see how this goes.
And her mother, Adora, was a skilled weaver. They taught Nneka the.
Okay, so you can see this is it. So you can go back and switch it back to that particular one that I always prefer working with. Okay, so this is it. So it has switched back to that my preferred template option. So you can see it's very easy to generate subtitles and captions for your videos using CapCut. So go ahead to try this out today. And also, I would like to hear your thoughts and your experiences concerning this in the comment section below. You can ask your questions, and if you need any clarifications, you can also reach out to me by typing it down in the comment section below and via the link in the description of this video. So I hope you found this video valuable. If you did, go ahead to like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel. Also, check out the playlist of other interesting and amazing tutorials about how you can create African folktale stories and AI-generated images using free tools. So as you can see, this is CapCut. And CapCut is a free tool. You can utilize it to actualize your goal and objective. Okay. Now I want to also show you how to edit. For example, if there are some sentence errors or grammatical errors, you can edit them right here. So for example, okay, so once you click on any of these if you click on any of these captions, it will bring up this menu. See, this is the one we are in, where we've got the templates for the text, for the captions. Now, when you go to the real captions, you see the words of those transcripts written, boldly right there. So let me show you. So right here, assuming you want to change this, this is known as, this is somebody's name. This is supposed to be somebody's name. So, but when you want to change it or replace it, you highlight it, click on find and replace. So the right name should be Neka, something like this. This should be the right name. Then you click on replace. So this, you can see it shows you notification replace. So it scans through the entire script, the entire storyline and the video, and replaces that previous word with this one wherever it finds the previous word or name. So you can go ahead to check them out and see. So you see, this is supposed to be she was the apple of her father's, So you highlight that, click on find and replace, and use the appropriate words to replace it, so that sentence will be more grammatically aligned and correct when the viewer sees them on the screen. So you can scroll down here. So you see this in Neka. This is not the correct spelling of Neka. So right here you see this is Neka. So it's supposed to be Neka. Okay. So replace it with something like this. So we have the right name. So you see, this is equally not the appropriate spelling. So we can replace this with the right spelling, which is Emeka. Emeka, replace all. So if you want to add title to your videos or story, let me show you how. Okay. So first of all, come to your timeline and drag your playhead to where you want the title to start showing. So for example, if you want the title to start showing from here, you drag it to that particular point in time. Okay. Now the next thing you have to do is you go over to text, then click on add text, then click on this. So you have added a new text to your timeline. Now, if the title of this story is the pregnant widow, okay, so if this is the title of this story, pregnant widow who surprised everyone, so we are taking it that this is the title of this video. So you can come to font and reduce the font size here. So you can also break this text into two. So let's take it this way. I will drag this down here. Okay, let's take this one up. Okay, so while we place this here, the next thing we have to do is, because we have this as our title now, okay? So the next thing we can do is we go to font family and select any font we want it to be. So we'll select any font from here. The next thing is you can scroll down and come over to these styles, preset style. So any of them you click on, you see how it's going to look like, okay? So there are different styles that are here. So depending on your own choice, you can select any one. So I usually like using this, okay? Then the next thing you can do is you can choose to increase or decrease the line. For example, if you want to, since it's a double line, if you want to, expand it more or adjust the spaces in between the two rows, you can use this to achieve that. This is the line factor. Then if you also want to expand the character distance, you see how it's expanded, okay? So that's if you want, depending on what you want at any particular point in time. Okay, now the next thing we can do or achieve with this is we can make this to be, okay, let's make it to italicized. Now we go to animation. When you click on animation, you can see various animation styles here. So I usually use typewriter. There are different, options right here. So you can check them out and choose the one that you like preferably. So I selected typewriter. You see, that's the one that I'm using right here because that's my favorite anyway. So I'll go to animation again, typewriter. Now, if you look at this duration means how long a time do you want it to, show that animation or typewriting effect you have selected. So I would like it to show it for like 7 seconds. So then it's
Nneka was the
definitely going
apple
to
of
be,
her father's eye, and her
see,
mother
it's
often
definitely
told
going to
her
be
stories of their
slower.
ancestors and the importance of family.
So the more lengthier the duration is, the slower it becomes. So there's no fixed time or duration, but you can just select something reasonable. At least between
Nneka was the
3
apple of
to
her father's
7
eye,
seconds is okay.
and her mother often told her stories. Nneka was the
So you can
apple
see
of
how
her
it's
father's
dropping.
eye, and her mother often.
Yeah, so that's it on that. Now, if you want there to be a sound, a typewriting sound, when it is dropping this text, this is how you go about it. You scroll down. First of all, you place your playhead at the beginning of that title, story title, where you want it to start from. Okay. Then the next thing you can do is you go to audio. Then when you go to audio, you can see several sound and sound effects here. For example, if you go to sound effect, you click on typewriter sound. So typewriter. So you see different typewriting sounds here, So you can just check them out and choose the one that you prefer the most, okay? So anyone you like, you add them to your favorites. This start shows adding to favorite, then this is adding to timeline, the plus sign. So, but I already have them in my favorite. So whenever I click on music and click on favorite, you see this is the one I usually use. So it's already on favorite. You can see this yellow tick here. So the next thing you do is click on the plus sign. So I'll go ahead to click on this. So once you click on that plus sign, have you seen that it has been added here? So this is it. So this typewriting sound is definitely going to accompany this video title at this particular location or time on this timeline in this particular video, so that when it is dropping, you see that the impact is felt there. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to play this again.
Nneka was
You
the
listen.
apple of her father's eye.
If you listened, you would have heard the sound of the typewriting audio we selected while this text is being typed. That's the text that shows the title of this story, you know. So that's exactly how to achieve this, okay? So first of all, you add this text from text, then followed by adding the audio sound. Then you can also customize this, you know, right here on this window, changing your font, the size and all that. So if we adjust the size of this, so you see, the more you adjust it, the more you see how it's going to look like. So right here, you select any of these preset styles, and there you go. So that's it in this particular section. So if you have any question, you can drop it below in the comment section. Also, if you have any concerns or any challenge, or if you need my assistance in any way, you can also reach out to me by dropping a comment in the comment section below. Okay. So I'll also be dropping a link in the description of this video. So check out our playlist, how you can create African folktales channels from A to Z. So I'll be linking it down below so that you get to utilize it to achieve your objective of having a high quality video and storyline. So go ahead to support us by giving this video a like, give it a thumbs up, like it, comment down below, and also subscribe to this channel. We'll be glad you did. We look forward to hearing from you. Bye. Welcome back, everyone. So in this video, I'll show you how you can add subscribe button or subscribe icon on your videos. So if you want people to be notified to subscribe at every point in your video, I'm going to show you how to add that in CapCut, okay? So once you've opened your CapCut project, just like I have here, the next thing you have to do is you go over to text. Then under text, you go to text templates. Then go to social media. So right here under social media, you see different variations of several of those icons. So you see subscribe, you see like, like this video. It's more or less like CTA, call to action. Once you hover over any of these, you are definitely going to see the one that suits your choice, okay? So you hover over this. Thank you for watching. Follow me for more. Follow me. So you see different animation, different styles and all that. Okay, so now the best ones that I always prefer using, I've added them to my favorites. So how do you add to favorites? Once you click on this star icon. So this star icon now. This depicts our favorite. So once you click on it and click on download, you've downloaded that particular text or social media template. Okay, then you go to your favorites. So you see the list of the ones that are my favorite. So I want to add this one. So you click on it, you see how it's going to look. To show you the preview. Now, but for you to bring it to the timeline, now make sure your playhead is positioned from the start of your video. That's if actually you want it to start displaying from the beginning of your video. Then click on plus. So can you see it has been added to this timeline now? So I will drag it till the end of the clip. So if, for example, this is where my video ends, I'll drag it to that particular position. Okay. So when you click on this, you see subscribe is written here. So you can keep it, drag it to wherever you want it to be. And or any position. That's what I mean. So let me keep it here. Then you minimize it a little so that it won't be blocking or obstructing your videos. So when you click on that, you see that subscribe that's written. This is the paragraph box for it right here. Okay. So what do we do next? I will go ahead to I want to make this to the capital letter. So I can just type it in capital letter here, subscribe. So you can see it has changed to capital letter. Let me expand it. Can you see? Okay, so this should be subscribe. Okay, so it's correct now. Anyway, you can leave it in small letter, but I always prefer it to be in capital letter personally. So let's play this back so you see how it reflects right here on this. So if you look here, you're going to see that the icon, the arrow icon, toggles between clicking on subscribe and that particular icon, and the label subscribe. So that's exactly what we want. Okay. Now, if we also want like or please like button or icon to be displayed by the right side, what we'll do is we repeat the same process. So this is it right here. There are several of them. You see, like, share, subscribe, subscribe. So what I always like using this. So I can go ahead to click on add. That's plus. So you see, this is this right here. Okay. So it has added to this timeline. Then I'll drag it to the end of this video. Okay. So from beginning to the end. So this is it. So I will drag it down and I will drag the both ends so that I will reduce or minimize the size. So I would like this one to be by the right hand side. Okay. So why the subscriber icon is by the left. Meanwhile, remember we have the watermark at the center middle. So if you have a logo, your logo can replace any of this. If you want, you can still bring this down. Assume you want this to be down here. You can do that. So, but let me show you guys how the final output is for this. Okay, so let's play it now. So if you look here, you're definitely going to see that this is amazing. Okay. So this is absolutely fantastic. Now, at the end of your video, you may want to add maybe another bigger like, share, and subscribe. So you just move your playhead to the exact position you want it to be. Okay. So assuming I want to have it here, for example, I'll just come to this particular like, share, and subscribe. I'll click on that plus. So this signifies the end of our video. So right here, you can see, even though it's covering part of the image here in this video, but I would like it to be at the last part or end screen. Actually, that's why I said I prefer it to come last. So this is it. You can actually reduce or increase it. So I can decide to drag it to any position and all that. So the choice is yours anyway. So remember, these CTAs, call to actions, are very important because you need to tell people what to do next, how they can help to promote your video so that your channel can grow by liking the video, sharing the video with your friends and families across social media, subscribing to your channel and all that. So these are all known as call to action CTAs, which are very important. Okay. So that's it. That's it. So if you place your playhead towards the ending of your video, you're definitely going to see this. But if you move away from there, see that you only have the subscribe towards your left, bottom left, and the please like towards the top right. So if you want, you can also switch them, switch their positions. This can come here, and why this can come here, or this can come here, why this one can go here. So it depends on your own choice anyway. There's no permanent or fixed position that they are supposed to be. So but all in all, make sure it doesn't obstruct most part of your video view and video layouts. So thank you guys so much. If you found this video valuable, like this video. We would like you to support our channel by subscribing to this channel and also share this video with your friends and families. If you also have questions, you can always drop it in the comment section of this video. We look forward to hearing more from you. I will be glad to see you succeed, and I'm rooting for your success. Bye. So if you want to add watermark to your videos, this is how you are going to do it. So once you open CapCut and open your project, so I'm going to use this as an example anyway. Okay. So you have a project like this on CapCut. What you do is you go over to text. Then you see the default text. So you click on this title. That's add default text. So that plus sign adds a default text to your timeline. So you drag it to the end of the clip or wherever you want the watermark to end, okay? So right here, you can go ahead to type the name of your channel. So African Tales by Jenny, something like this. So when you have done that, the next thing you can do is you can come down here. So these different font options can be utilized. So I'm going to select from any of it. So once you are moving down, you're going to see the preview. So you see it's changing from here, this preview window. Okay. So I'm going to make use of one. Okay, let's see how this is going to look like. Rubik. So when you click on that, you can italize it, underline, add some effects that if you wish to anyway. Yeah, so then the next thing you can do is, if you don't want to make it of that, you can use this pre-style. So do you see how this looks? You see how this looks? You can just take your time to go through this and see the best one that suits your objective. Okay, so the next thing you can do is you move down opacity. Under opacity, you reduce it. You can see it's 100. So you can barely see it, even though the watermark is on the background, but it's rare, it's rare for anybody to copy your videos now. So let's play this from outside. So you see the effect of the watermark and all that. Yeah, you are definitely going to see the watermark, though it's transparent, but it's there in the background of the video. So that's how you can do it. Meanwhile, if you have a logo, you can always put your logo maybe at the top right, top left, bottom right, and so on. So, but this watermark feature is very important for you to have it in your videos. So, because it's going to make so difficult for anybody to steal your video clips and give you copyright or reuse content strike. So, but if you put logo, someone can easily use one or use his or her own logo to superimpose on your own and cover it. So, but watermark is rare for the person to cover something that is at the middle of each of these clips. So you can see while navigating around each of these, you see that the watermark is still at the middle. So that's the advantage of having a watermark videos. So thank you so much, guys. If you have any question or any topic you would like me to cover, you can drop it in the comment section of this video. I look forward to hearing from you guys. Meanwhile, check out the playlist, complete playlist of how to create African Folktales channel from beginning to the end, from beginning to the finishing part of it. So you see how to navigate around it from scripting, voice over, generating AI images, changing the dimension and choosing the right aspect ratio for those images, being able to add watermark, doing your thumbnail so that you'll be able to earn for yourself and get thousands and millions of views and millions of subscribers too. So go ahead to check out the playlist. Meanwhile, if you found this video valuable, like it, smash on the like button below, give this video a thumbs up, turn on your notification bell icon, and also subscribe to our channel for more informative and educative valuable contents like this. Okay. So I also want to let you know that if you want to change the aspect ratio, that's for YouTube. Just click on this ratio. Instead of leaving the original, you can leave it at 16:9. Okay, so that's the best aspect ratio format for editing on CapCut. So that's how to go about it. So see you guys much later on in our next session. Bye. So I'm going to show you how you can edit your folktale stories using CapCut. So the first step is go ahead to open up CapCut. So as you can see, there are other projects that I have here, CapCut projects, okay? So you go ahead to click on create project. Okay, so once you open up and click on create project, the next thing you have to do is you have to import your digital assets, which includes those images, and audios. Then you have to compile them and arrange them here sequentially. So I'm going to do that right away. So first of all, I'll have to open up my audio. So remember, this is the audio or sound recording of your voiceover for your script. Okay, so I'll drag and drop the audio clip on this timeline. So once you drag and drop it, it's going to appear under this projects and imported assets section. Then you equally see it on your timeline. So for example, this particular audio is over 29 minutes. So I'm going to work on it now so that I'll be able to align each part of it to the corresponding images. So when you come here, you see this arrow, you see this plus sign, you see this minus. So this more or less like zoom, zoom in your timeline audio component. Okay, so once you are there, you see that you can navigate through using this your playhead. So I want to cut off this space before the start of this particular clip. So I'll click on this and you see this split icon. So you click on that, it has been splitted. So you click on this and delete it. So I wouldn't want that space there to exist. Okay. Yeah, so I'll go back and I will play and listen to this first beginning part of this audio. Then so as you guys can see, in a small village named Amope, that's the beginning part of this storyline. Okay, so what do I have to do now? I'll have to go to my image folder where I have the images of all the scenes for the scripts. Remember in the previous section, and step, I showed you how to create your images that corresponds to the scene. So this is the particular image that corresponds to that. So I will drag and drop it here or import it. So once I do that, I will place it here. So I'll make sure it aligns to where it's supposed to be, which is where that particular statement ended. Okay. So let me expand this more. So I'll zoom on this more. Okay. Okay. So right here on CapCut, you can see this is where it started from, okay, till this place. So I'm going to play it back again so you guys can hear. You guys said heard that particular section of this voiceover, okay? So in a small village named Amope, this is the picture depicting the village. Remember, we generated it from Bing AI, okay? Yeah, so let's continue. Now, we're going to play the next part, which is starting from here now. So the beautiful young woman whose name is Nneka, we have to capture that here. So this is a picture that depicts the woman. So we can drag and drop it to the timeline. Then so starting from here, ending till this place, so we listen again. Meanwhile, you can see there's a space between this place, this point where this name was mentioned, and this point where another sentence started. So you have to check if it is no more than 3 minutes, 3 seconds rather, you leave it out. But if it is more than 3 seconds, you can just minimize it. So, but as it is, you can see this is 7 seconds, 8 seconds. Okay, so difference of 1 second. So we're going to leave it at that. Okay. So meanwhile, we'll extend this to reach here before the start of the next sentence. So let's listen to the next sentence and okay, so you can see I'll have to go to my image folder again and grab the image that corresponds to that particular scene. So this is it. So this is how you go about creating this. So first of all, you can see, let me show you guys this. This is from 13 seconds to 15. This is 2 seconds interval, okay? It isn't much because we zoom this. Remember, if we return it back, you may not notice those pause or spaces, which is not bad. It's good because it's human narration. So it's good that there are intermittent pauses and yeah, so that is it. So let me proceed with this, okay?
Nneka was the apple of
Let's take it back. So you guys can hear, the particular, what is said here, how Nneka, the lady in question in the story, is someone whose father loved so much and they cared for so much. Yeah, so I'm going to find an appropriate clip or image that depicts her here. Okay. Okay, let's use this. So the aim is just to provide similar or related images that are, that shows what the particular sentence or paragraph is saying, in that particular scene. So I'll go back again. Let me go back. So if you look here, let's start again.
in a
Okay.
small
Okay, so you guys can hear this particular clip up to this point and see that the image representation for each sentence or each part of this is superb and it's not and it's top notch. Okay, so that's very, very important so that your followers and your viewers can be, hooked and be kept on their toes to be able to, listen and follow your story till the end. So once you have done that, now next thing you can do is you can click on each of the images that makes up your timeline, for your clip. You can click on each of them. Once you click on them, you come here. This is animation. Okay. So now on that animation, you have option for in out combo. So you go to combo. So you can determine how the transition for this goes. So
in a
when
small
you click on
village
this,
named Amokwe.
yeah, let me minimize this so you see it from a wider. So when you preview any of this, you're going to see how it's going to look like. Okay,
In
let's
a
go.
small village named Amokwe,
Okay, So
Yeah.
when you click on the next image, you can determine how it's going to
lived a beautiful
you know,
young woman
come in
whose
or
name
go out.
is
The
Nneka.
transition is definitely going to be. So
She was known far and wide for her
we move to the
kindness,
next,
intelligence,
then
and
to the
stunning
next. So you
beauty.
can add different transitions for each of the images
Nneka
and
was the
clips that
apple
makes
of her
up your
father's
timeline
eye.
right here. So remember, like I said, that like this particular audio is more than 29 minutes. So I'm not going to, edit all of them in this tutorial video. So, but this has given you a clue, and how you can go about editing your own and adding your transitions, and finding corresponding images that will best suit your videos. So in a much later video, I'm going to show you guys how you can add background sound to this, so that you find, okay, let me do that right away. I will go to, yeah, okay, these are some of my audios, okay? So I'm going to drag and drop these audios here. So let me drag and drop it. Okay, so you can see I've just drag and dropped this audio. Let's listen to the audio alongside, that's the background music or background audio alongside with the main voiceover for the script. So you guys have heard the, the sound, background sound of the background music, okay? So, but you can see the sound is very loud. I would like to decrease it. So what do? I will click on it. Then you come over to this volume section. Okay, so right here you have volume section. Then move towards your left. I mean the decibel, that's the dB value, should be in negative. Why? So that you can reduce your background or sound or background audio. So you can see these at least it should be between the range of 30 to 50. So let's leave it at this 44. Then let's go back and play it again. As you can see, the background audio sound is very low now. Okay, so let me increase it a little. Let me adjust it a little so that you hear it a little bit louder from the background. Okay, 25, 26 upwards is okay. Okay, let's leave it at that. I'm going to play it back again. So if you look here, you definitely discover that the background sound or audio is much better now. Okay. So if you look here, you see that when I'm playing this, the background sound is much better or moderate. So you can go ahead, depending on the original sound of your, or volume of your background audio, you can go ahead to play around with the volume value here. So between 20, 25, 30, 40, 50 is okay. So you adjust this to suit your audio. Now, what you do is, because this length of your videos is very long, this is over 29 minutes, okay? So what you have to do is, you just have to copy and paste this audio clip, more or less like duplicating it. So paste, you can see copy, paste, copy, paste. So you copy and paste it till the end of the video. Paste. So what do you do next? Just make sure you bring them together. More or less like clustering them. Cluster the background audios, okay? So till you reach the end of your video. So till you reach, this should be the end. That's after you must have added your images and every other thing. So you continue to paste, copy and paste. You can see. So once I do copy and paste, it reproduces another version of this. I'll paste again. You know. So remember, the only thing you are duplicating is the background audio, so that it can extend to the end of your video. So that's how you go about creating your video using CapCut for African Folktales channel. So if you have any question, you can drop it in the comment section below. Also look at the playlist in the description of this video, where you find other valuable videos in this niche, African Folktales, and how you can go about it. So thank you so much for watching. If you found value from this video, give it a like. Give it also a thumbs up, like it. Also subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to turn on your notification bell icon, so that you always get notified whenever we post new contents and updates. Okay, so but meanwhile, once you are done with this video, the next thing you can do is just go ahead to export. There's export at the top here. This is export. Then right here, you enter the name of your video. You leave it at that. Okay, so then you leave all these other values in their default value. Like this 1080p is a good resolution value. Bitrate recommended, leave it at that. Codec H.264 is okay. Format MP4. Frame rate 30 frames per second, FPS. Then also export the audio. Okay, so once you click on export, it's going to export this particular video and give you the final output. Okay, now before that, you can also create a special folder. So you can just click on this and create a special folder, whether on your desktop. You can see this is the location of my export, so I can easily locate all my videos, exported videos right here. You see this desktop. You create a folder for it and select the folder, then click on select. So that's how you go about this. So see you guys much later on. Bye.